Hey everybody, this is Gifttime at Bailu, and you are here at the 2015 NACRA Canterbury Men's U19 Rugby Championships. We are about to get ready for their second to last game, third place final, Trinidad and Tobago taking on Barbados. A game of power. Both these teams have played hard all tournament, 1-1 in the games. Trinidad defeating Cayman Islands and losing to Mexico, and Barbados defeating Turks and Caicos, losing to USA Blue. We're going to find out today who's going to end up being third place. You guys stay tuned. We're about to start the national anthem. All right, guys, let's set you guys up with the starting lineup for Trinidad.
Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago. Oda Silva Daniel, Trinidad and Tobago. Oda Silva Teos Matthew, Trinidad and Tobago. League Fraser, Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago.
Joseph Douglas, Trinidad and Tobago. Joseph Sheffield Dyke, Trinidad. Jeremy Black, Trinidad and Tobago.
Gerald Panto, Trinidad.
Dian Panto, Trinidad and Tobago.
Manuel Ferret, Trinidad and Tobago.
Now for Barbados.
Barbados.
Aaron Harding, Barbados. Oscar Treadway White, Barbados.
David Burke, Barbados.
This Walker, Barbados. John Howard, Barbados. Nicolai Bonnet, Barbados. Enzo Morris, Barbados. Nicola Walcott, Barbados. Jake Caddy, Barbados.
Zane Nicholson, Barbados. Nicholas Daniel, Barbados.
Ellis Padilla, Barbados.
Backward links, Barbados. Darren Walker, Barbados.
All right, we're about to start kickoff. Trinidad will be kicking off to Barbados. Leon Pantor, captain for this Trinidad team, will be kicking off. And ball is kicked out deep. Just missed by Barbados, and it is picked up. Great start for this Trinidad team, pinning Barbados deep inside their territory. Barbados trying to crash it down. And the ball is kicked out into touch. It's going to be taken just between the 22 and 40. Christopher Daniels setting to throw the ball in on the line out. And ball is recovered. And it's taken in. That is number 9, Jerron Pantor, taking it out to number 4, Malik Frazier. And Frazier's taken down into 10. Great play by the scrum half, trying to take it in himself. Trinidad with the fast outside, taking the aggressive edge, trying to find a little space to the outside, all the way down and in to touch. It looks like we're going to have an advantage offside to Trinidad. It's going to be against Barbados. Trinidad will have a second opportunity to make the pass. Taking it out to Leon Pantor, and Pantor takes it in himself off the dummy. And Trinidad able to put up the first score of the day. Setting up for the line out. Setting up for the conversion, I'm sorry. Jerron Pantor setting up. And conversion is good. Trinidad going up 7-0. And ball is kicked up and goes straight out into touch. It's going to be Trinidad ball back at the 50. Bad. Lynn. Ball's taken out wide. One tackle broken on his feet and inside touch, and he goes out into touch. It's going to be Barbados ball on the line. That was a great pass out to Joseph. Let you know the delay was, there was a bit of a delay for this game. One of the teams had a little bit of an issue getting out here and just for a little bit. Ball's taken out. Pantor taking it out to the centers, trying to find space and taken down at the 40. Setting up for the scrum advantage at the 40 inside Barbados territory. Jaron Pantor setting up to put the ball in. And ball is out and knocked on by Barbados. Still Trinidad possession. Jaron with the dummy. Try to find a little space. Help. Taking it out to with the open space. On their feet, that's number 12. Kendall Lewis loses the ball forward. It's going to be a line out at the just outside the 10 meter mark. Barbados with the opportunity to put the line out in. That's Mikkel Walcott. And it's recovered by Trinidad. That's taken in by number 4, Miles Allen. And Allen is taken down to the try line. Trying to maul it over. And it looks like we're going to have advantage coming from the side against Barbados. Is it coming off sides against Barbados? Trinidad with the outside reach and with the easy score. Looks like that was number 2, Lewis. Pantor conversion. Version is no good. Score 12-0 to Trinidad and Tobago up on Barbados. It's 26 minutes remaining in this first half. Ref letting Barbados know, giving them the warning about diving into the ruck. Got to maintain your feet in those. You don't want to find yourself penalized and losing 10 meters each time, especially in your own try line. Recovered by Trinidad outside, one evasion and a big hit and tackle just before the 40 inside Trinidad territory. Coming from the side is going to be Trinidad with the penalty advantage. And go out into touch. It's a little bit windy. Barbados able to recover, and it becomes a kicking game. Trinidad able to recover the kick return. Pantor trying to find a little space. And with the strip, it's going to be a penalty advantage. Not releasing the tackler, penalty advantage going to Trinidad. Trinidad will have another opportunity to get the ball out into. Goes out into touch just before the 22. Trinidad able to get the ball out, and feed that still number 4, Malik Frazier, taking it in himself again, getting it down to past the 22-10. Over Barbados with the gang tackle, coming in swift on the defense. Pantor looking for space, and it is a knock on to Barbados on the knock on. Was trying to crash it in of Nick Daniel. Jay Caddy evading one tackler, and he is taken down from behind. Barbados being backed up into their try zone again. In 2. Ball's kicked up for the pooch. Corey Edwards and Barbados player trying to fight for possession. Looks like short pass to the forwards. Barbados showing a lot of defense in this half right now, in this phase, preventing an excessive amount of movement. And a nice little step aside for number 14. Emmanuel Joseph as he gets it in for the score. Trinidad going up 17-0. 21 minutes remaining in this half before the conversion. And Wynn carries it. Not go in. Conversion is no good. Score remains 17-0 in the first half. Barbados kicks it off. Covered by Trinidad over the head. A himself. Trinidad trying to use the defenders of the backs on the outside. Pantor to Pantor connection. That's Leon Pantor finding a little space, taking it into open field, still on his feet, trying to get the chase down, and evades one tackler, and he's in for the easy score on the touchdown. Great play by fly half Leon Pantor. Jerron Pantor setting up for the conversion. And conversion is good. Trinidad going up 24-0. Jay Caddy setting up for the kickoff for Barbados. And it goes straight into touch. It's a today. So it looks like we're going to have a lot of balls will be taken at the 50. It will be a scrum advantage going to Trinidad. And it looks like we're going to have a bit of a rotation. It's going to be a scrum advantage maintaining with Trinidad. We're going to have a free kick. Ball did not go in straight into the scrum. The free kick off of the early drive in by Trinidad. It's going to be Barbados with the free kick. Getting it out to Caddy. Caddy trying to get it out to Nashawn King. And he's just inside Trinidad territory. Ball taken out wide. Nice little spin off by number 6, Shane Howard. Nice high catch by Caddy. Number 13. Looks like we have an offside, which was giving Barbados the advantage right now. Pinder Young trying to get Caddy cutting it in himself, trying to find space, looking for the offload, and this ruck is full. Still on his feet, that's number 14, Darian Walcott. Pinder Young trying to crash it in himself. Strong defense by this Trinidad team. And it looks like Barbados having another opportunity on the scrum advantage. And ball went straight out. It's going to be maintained scrum advantage going to Barbados. Looks like we have another reset happening here. Both teams a little antsy. Big game for both of them. And Barbados with the weak side run, trying to take it in himself. That was number 9, Mikel Walcott. And it's going to go into a line out going to Trinidad. They're deep inside their own territory. Barbados trying to maul it through. And they are turned, just taken out of the try line. In himself, that was Mitchell Morris. And score is made. Mitchell Morris gets with the second effort. Barbados gets their first points of the day. Just under 11 minutes remaining, just waiting on the conversion. Jay Caddy setting up for the conversion. And the conversion is no good. Score will remain 24-5. Barbados trailing as they set up for the kick return. Leon Pantor getting ready to make the kickoff for Trinidad. Ball is up and goes straight out into touch. It's going to be taken back at the 50. Can't say enough about it. Barbados from advantage at the 50-meter mark. Trinidad getting the ball out, stealing the ball into scrum. Pantor, and foot race. Caddy recovering the ball for Barbados and taking Barbados territory. Looks like Trinidad's trying to be a little bit more wary about the diving into the ruck. Big pooch kicked by Barbados, and it goes into touch on the bounce. It'll be taken just outside the 40, inside Barbados territory. Pantor with a quick take, with the pooch kick, trying to get another foot race. Another dang tackle down at the 5. Barbados able to recover, and we have a penalty advantage. Looks like one player on the field. It's going to be a penalty advantage going to Barbados. Looks like it was a high tackle, and we're going to get the yellow card. Looks like that's on Jerome into the sin bin, the scrum half on the high tackle. Jake Caddy will be setting up to kick the ball into touch. Just under 7 minutes remaining in this half. Score is still 24-5. Barbados with possession of the ball, and ball's into touch. It's going to be taken at the 22-meter. They are just outside the 22. Barbados recovers the line out, takes it into the maul, and it looks like it wasn't straight, so it's going to be a scrum advantage going to Trinidad. And it looks like we have a bit of a rotation. Ball's taken out. Leon Pantor getting it out to the edge. Coming back to Corey Edwards. Edwards trying to find a little space. Lose the ball backwards. Still in possession of Trinidad, and it's going to be a scrum advantage on the knock-on against Corey Edwards. And ball went straight out. Be a reset on the scrum. And ball is in. Barbados the ball. And they get in center. Strong number 13 is Pinder Young as he keeps it from going into touch. And it goes in. Great powerful run and attempted offload by Pinder Young. But unfortunately just was unable to tippy-toe it enough. And ball stolen by Barbados on the line out, and it is still, ball is still in possession. A little bit of an errant pass, taking it around the edge. Barbados trying to find a little space, get the offload. Nice fend off by number 14, Daryl Walcott, and it is going to be a Trinidad line out. It's going to be, I'm sorry, correction, it's going to be a knock-on from advantage. About a minute remaining on the score clock in this first half. Ball's taken out. Pace with the centers. Catch on the run, and it is considered as a forward pass. Is going to be a scrum advantage to Barbados. Score clock time has expired. We're just on ref time at this point. Barbados putting the ball in for the scrum. Walcott to Caddy. Caddy taking it out to Pinder Young. Pinder Young breaking one tackle, trying to find his support. Unable to get the ball off before going into touch. But it's going to be a penalty advantage back at the 40. Getting a little scruffy on the field. Coming from the side against Trinidad. And Barbados will be kicking for points. Jay Caddy setting up to try and kick for points, kicking into the wind, trying to go scoring. And the ball is good, getting it in from 40 meters out. Barbados goes up 8-24. Looks like we have out for Trinidad as well. Jamia Black going into the sin bin. It's going to be putting sin bin for Trinidad in this first half. And that is halftime. Score is 24-8. Guys, stay tuned. Second half will begin shortly. Otherwise, guys, check it out. This is Gift Time. We'll be back. .144 meters by 70 meters, 15 or 7 aside, run or forward, pass backwards, slow and proper. Rugby is one of the fastest growing sports in the nation. Men and women of all ages are ball. We're entering a new era of rugby. The Gifttime Rugby Network is here for you. We want to inform you. We want to entertain you. And we want to provide live coverage of rugby events that you can access. National, club, college, and under 19. Gifttime Rugby Network is here to translate rugby for you. Check us out online, and don't forget, We're about to get ready to start the second half. Trinidad up 24, Barbados 8. We want to take this moment to thank our sponsors, Canterbury, committed to the sport. We want to let you know that they are youth rugby in the United States. In addition, we want to take the moment to thank Omni Resort and Hotel, providing the field and accommodations. Great accommodations, great resort, plenty of food. You almost never need to leave the campus to enjoy yourself here. And lastly, we want to also thank the Central Florida Sports Commission for providing assistance to the tournament. Ref speaking with both of the captains, getting ready to get this game kicked off. Barbados will be kicking off to Trinidad. Trinidad came out early and often in last game. Barbados still played a rough, tough game, but unable to take advantage. We're going to see what can happen in this game, in this second half. This is for the third place final. Both teams playing very, very similar styles of ball. And the whistle is blown. Aisha Caddy coming in, trying to do the grub kick. Barbados trying to recover their own ball, and we have a penalty advantage coming from the side. Barbados playing aggressive early, and it was worked to their advantage. Jake Caddy will be setting up for the kick for points. He already made one today. Taking it just a little bit closer. He's going to be going against the wind in this, so it should be working to his advantage. I mean, going with the wind in this, so it should be working to his advantage. And it is good. Another great kick by Jake Caddy. Closing the gap just a little bit. Still trailing 24-11. Barbados will be setting up for the kick return. Leon Panther trying to do the quick kickoff, not able to get his guys on side. And ref was not ready correct yet. Coming off of the sin bin, Jaron Pantor. Trinidad still down one player with Jamia Black in the sin bin. Jay Caddy recovering the ball for Barbados. Breaking one tackle, still on his feet and taken down by two other Trinidadians. Barbados trying to find a little space to cut through. Shane Howard. Barbados kicking out, trying to take it in themselves. Trinidad with the recovery, getting it off to Shane Black, taking it in. That's number 14, Emmanuel Joseph. Trying to find a little space on the inside. Still on their feet, trying to find a little bit of support to the outside. Looks like that's number 5, Miles Allen. Allen able to get the offload and taken down just near the 10-meter mark. Nice gang tackle by Barbados. Pantor getting it out to Pantor. Taking it in himself. That's Leon Pantor trying to find support from the forwards. Jaron Pantor with the drop kick. And it's going to be a no good drop kick, but we have the penalty advantage coming from the side against Barbados. Trinidad will have the penalty advantage. That's an offsides call against Barbados. Jaron Pantor will be kicking for points. Still early in the second half. Great decision by this Trinidad team. Even though they are up, you don't want to take any chances in a game like this. As many points as you can, and let your opponent continue to keep working forward to it. And the kick is good. Jaron Poyantor getting it in for Trinidad. Trinidad going up 27-11. 31 minutes remaining in this half. Trinidad able to recover the kickoff. And we have a big crashing run by number 20, Wasim Olivier. Pantor trying to find a little space, cutting it back around inside, taking it in himself, and he pooch kicks it out into touch. Looks like Trinidad has, looks like that is number 7, Shaquille Dite, that's down on the field. Looks like we're going to have a penalty advantage still going to Trinidad. Looks like it was an offsides against Barbados. Jaron Pantor is setting up to take it out to his forwards. And we're taking a ref's timeout. Looking at the injured. Looks like it was a bit of a neck injury. Correction, that was not Shaquille Dite, that was center Kendall Lewis. We hope that Kendall Lewis makes a quick recovery. Coming in for him will be number 23, Liam Toma. And ball's taken out. Another big crash by number 20, Wasim Olivier. Trinidad trying to find space on the outside, getting it out to Corey Edwards. Corey Edwards taken down just outside the 40. And we have another penalty advantage, another offsides against Barbados. Trying to take the wide out, looking for the overload. Nice cutback by Trinidad. Trinidad with the little grubber kick. And it was a little bit of a mishap on that kick. Looked like number 4, Malik Frazier, was trying to get it in. Barbados maintaining possession of the ball. Taking it out of there, 22. Ref trying to set the line. And we have a block kick. Trinidad with the block, and Barbados still able to recover the ball. Trinidad trying to get the strong counter rug, but Barbados able to recover, kicking the ball out into touch. It is going to be Trinidad line out, but it looks like we have a penalty advantage, not releasing the ball tackler on the tackle. Barbados trying to take a bit of a water break while they set up for the kick. Looks like we have an injury also on the field on the far end. The Barbados player on the ground. Never like to see these kind of injuries happen. Looks like the player is going to be able to walk it off the field gingerly. It's a tough game, y'all. We're always glad to see players at least being able to make it off. Looks like we're going to have a head injury assessment on the Barbados player coming off the field. World Rugby and pretty much the generalized sports world is taking concussions more and more seriously. Every year it's no longer the day and age where, you know, if you can still play with a concussion, you are considered a BA. It is completely too risky. Looks like coming in for the injured Barbados player is number 20, Chris Franklin. Trinidad able to get the ball. Leon Pantor trying to find a little space, cutting it up the middle, getting it out to Corey Edwards. Corey Edwards looking for some open space, trying to get some support, and he gets the little bit of help from his forward on the ruck. Trying to get the ball out to the backs. One evaded tackle, and not very well evaded as Jay Caddy with a great open field tackle. Trinidad with the open field, trying to find space around the edge, and they're taking inside the 22. And looks like we have a penalty advantage, not rolling away. Penalty advantage going to Trinidad. And big hit by number 6, Shane Howard, trying to come in fast on that defensive tackle. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty advantage going to Barbados, holding the ball in the tackle against Trinidad. That was great awareness by the flanker. Barbados kicking the ball out, and it goes out into touch just inside Trinidad territory. Don't you guys forget, we still have one more game after this. The Cup final, Mexico against USA South Blue. This is a rematch of the semifinals from last year. Both these teams have a fierce rivalry with each other, so this will make for a great game. But, you know, we even have a great game here. Nice little back and forth, almost. Barbados able to recover the ball on the line out, trying to crash it through and set up the maul. And it looks like it's going to be a held up maul. It's going to be Trinidad possession on the scrum advantage. Looks like Trinidad will be getting their 8-man, Jamie a Black, back out of the sin bin. So Trinidad will have full players on the field for the first time this half. And it looks like we're going to have a reset on the scrum. A little bit of an early push. Ball was not straight going in. Jerome Pantor will take another opportunity to try and get the ball in straight for the scrum. And the scrum is rotated. It's still going to maintain scrum advantage going to Trinidad. In U19 rugby, you cannot rotate the ball. In senior and collegiate level, you can, but not in U19. That's also the same with the push. You can only push back the scrum 1.5 meters, no more. Anything after that, it will create an off turnover, and advantage will be lost. And Panther are able to cut it inside, trying to find a little space, getting it out to the outside. And taken down inside Barbados territory, inside the 40. Big tackle by looks like that was number 6, Shane Howard again. Trinidad trying to use the big guys. Leon Pantor trying to find a little space himself. Taking it out to the outside to Shaquille Dite. Dite cutting it back inside to Emmanuel Joseph. Getting it out to Corey Edwards. Corey Edwards still on his feet trying to find space. Taking it to the edge, cutting one player in and centered, and is in for the score. Great fluidity and running by this Trinidad team. That's what we came to expect from this Trinidad team early in the competition. Very quick play, very, very speedy, able to find spaces on their own and take advantage. Offloading has been very, very smooth for them. So we got to give him a lot of credit. Corey Edwards getting it in and for the final score, and it looks like he might be down on the field on that one. We're going to be setting up for the conversion. Looks like we have a couple players down on the field. Looks like also number 11, Zane Nicholson for Barbados is down. And Leon Pantor is able to get the conversion. Trinidad going up 34-11. Barbados is setting up. It looks like Corey Edwards was able to get up under his own power, getting back to the other side of the field. Barbados will prepare for the and ball is kicked up, recovered by Trinidad, and it looks like we have an offsides. It looks like the ref is calling for the scrum at the 50. Looks like we also had a substitution off. Jamie Black coming off the field. We'll let you know as soon as we find out who substituted in for him. That's the 8-man for Trinidad. And it's going to be a rotated scrum. It's going to be maintained scrum advantage still going to Trinidad. Leon Pantor trying to get it out to the centers. Back to Pantor. Pantor finding a little space on the edge, taking it out to his wing. Wing is still on his feet, trying to break another tackle. Lowering and taken down just before the 40. Great gang tackle by Barbados, taking down Jaron Pantor for Trinidad. And it's going to be a penalty advantage, not releasing the ball on the tackle. Justine Caddy will be setting up to kick the ball out. And ball goes into touch. Almost batted out by Trinidad. It's going to be deep inside Trinidad territory, just outside the 10-meter. And Barbados trying to do the quick. Ball's not straight. It's going to be a free kick to Trinidad. Trinidad trying to find a little bit of open space to get it out to the Leon Pantor. And it looks like we're going to have a forward pass. It's going to be going to a scrum advantage to Barbados. We have a substitution, number 21 for number 21 for Trinidad coming in. That is Malik Basir coming in for Locke Miles Allen. Barbados getting the ball out, taking it in himself. That's Walcott. Walcott trying to get it in down to the 22. Not quite. Barbados still on their feet, trying to maul it over. Quick plays by this Barbados team trying to catch Trinidad off guard. Looks like we have an advantage going to Trinidad with in from the side. Refs letting the ball play. Caddy getting it out, trying to crash it in. That's number 12, Nick Daniel. And maul is being formed, and it looks like we're going to take it back at the original point of the penalty. It's going to be coming from the side against. All right, we got time off on the field. Ref taking a moment to confirm with the line judge. Looks like number 3 for Barbados will be having a nice little discussion with the ref. And it looks like we're going to have a yellow card. That is number 3, Oscar Treadway Hoyt. Looked like the ref called dropping his knee on an opposing player. So we'll see him out in the sin bin for the next 10 minutes. Trinidad getting the penalty advantage and trying to go for the quick. Needed to take it from this point of the mark. Is red. All right, looks like that was a red card, not a yellow card against Oscar Treadway Hoyt, so he's out for the rest of this game. Barbados will be playing down 1 player for the duration of this game. We got about 17.5 minutes remaining in this. Can't do illegal plays. Emotions can get wild on the field, but you still got to maintain your head. Can't get too dirty on the field. Pantor will be getting the ball. In will be Wasim Olivier. Olivier breaking 1 tackle and it's taken down. And we have a scrum advantage. Trinidad dropping the ball straight down. Looks like we have some nice shade happening here. The sky's giving us some beautiful clouds without adding some rain to it. Knock on wood. And we have a free kick going to Barbados. Caddy getting it out to Caddy. Taking it down inside the 22. Barbados trying to use those forwards, but great defensive push by this Trinidad defensive line. And we have a penalty advantage going to Barbados. Looks like we have a yellow card against Trinidad. So it looks like we're back to even players. Yastine Caddy trying to take the quick in himself. Yellow card was against Matthias Matthews. I'm sorry, correction, that is Christopher Daniels that it was against. We have a stalled maul taken in by blue. It's going to be a scrum advantage going to Trinidad. Taken in by Barbados. Minutes in this remaining in this game. Pantor setting up to put the ball in for the scrum. And the ball went straight out. It's going to be a reset on the scrum. goes straight out. Again, looks like we'll have another reset on the scrum. This is usually the least fun thing for forwards. Constant resets. Gets very, very wearing after a little bit. But you got to keep everything straight. Ball has to be able to go at least to midway component and stay within the scrum. And we have a free kick for Barbados. Walcott trying to take the quick, had to take it from the mark. Walcott trying to set up his phases with his forwards, creating the pods with his forwards. Caddy getting it out, taken in by Shane Howard. Howard taken down at the line. Another short play by Barbados, trying to crash that short line. They're just about 2 meters away. Great defensive play by Trinidad. Looks like Barbados isn't getting far back enough to be able to pick up momentum. Trinidad is quickly able to get up into the line. And ball's lost forward. Trinidad able to recover it. And it's going to be a knock advantage going to Trinidad. Scrum advantage going to Trinidad. We have a substitution. Winston Jonathan, it will be exiting field. Coming in will be number 24, Akeem Francis. Leon Pantor getting it out to the edge. Nice little hop skip and big tackle by Barbados, stopping him just before the 22. And we have a penalty advantage coming from the side against Trinidad. And Yastine Caddy knocking the ball on. Correction, that's going to be a reset of the penalty. Trinidad was not back far enough. Need to get back 10 meters. So Barbados will have another opportunity. How much? 9 minutes remaining in this half. Yastine Caddy with a big hit pass to his brother, Jake Caddy. Trying to take it out to the edge. Nice fend off and offload to number 8, Mitchell Morris. That was an offload by Darian Walcott. Trinidad trying to use the quick line out as the ball went out into touch. Looks like the scrum advantage will be taken by Trinidad. Looked like the knock-on was first before the ball went out into touch. So, as I said, scrum advantage going to Trinidad. Ball's put in. Jaron Pantor getting the ball out. Out to Leon, taking it out wide. Trinidad finding the edge, breaking one tackle, nothing but open field. Jay Caddy trying to come in to prevent the run. Looks like that gets out to Corey Edwards. Edwards taking it inside. Correction, this is Corey Edwards with the ball, and looks like we have a pass called against Trinidad. Back before the 40. Trinidad with really great ball movement. Just got a little bit ahead of themselves. Looks like number 11 for Barbados, Zane Nicholson, is down on the field. So the teams will be taking a water break. Looks like we'll have a substitution for Barbados. Looks like Zane Nicholson is still sitting on the field. Hope that he is okay. Looks like the substitution will be Nashawn King coming in for the injured Zane Nicholson. Hate to see these leg injuries. Players have played so tough this match. Got to give credit. It hasn't just been this match, it's been this entire tournament. It's tough to be able to play a week's worth of games. But these players have been tough, great warriors on the field. Plus training sessions including in that. So these young men have been working hard all week. Well-earned rest. And it seems like they've otherwise very much enjoyed this trip here to beautiful Orlando, Florida. Trinidad getting the ball out of the scrum, trying to find a little space on the outside. Barbados with a quick defensive line. Looking for the overload. That's to number 14, Emmanuel Joseph. He's been all over the field today. Just absolutely killing it at wing. Ref trying to get Barbados to get back on side. And we have a bit of a knock on. It'll be an advantage going to Barbados. Still on his feet, Howard. Nice little offload to Nikolai Bonet. And we're going to take it back at the point of the original knock-on. Looks like Nikolai Bonet is getting up a little gingerly, but looks like he's able to get on his feet. We have a substitution coming in. Number 22 for Trinidad, Keyshawn Mendez. Looks like he'll be coming in for Christopher Daniel. Just under 3 minutes remaining in this match. Trinidad still up 34-11. Hasn't been any scores in the second half since the early first 10 minutes of this match, of this half. Mikhail Walcott looking to put the ball in for the scrum. And Trinidad able to take the ball on the scrum. And Leon Pantor taking it in himself. Trying to find the edge. Trinidad trying to find the open space. Trying to break one tackle, taking down to the 40. Nice little offload. Quick play. Taking it to the outside. One fend off, taking it out. And it's the foot raise, getting it around to center. And it looks like the Trinidad went out into touch. What an unfortunate play on a really great breakaway run. Barbados will have the line-out advantage. Last play being called. So Barbados will have to at least try and get a score or prevent Trinidad from kicking the ball out into touch or a score, or else that will be game. Barbados able to recover the ball on the line-out and taken down. Trying to get the quick out. Nice little crash by number 12, Nick Daniels. Walcott trying to spin out and taken down just outside the 22. Barbados still trying to find just a little bit of space. And taken down. And looks like we're going to have a knock-on. And that will be game. Congratulations to Trinidad getting third place in the NACRA 2015 Men's U19 Rugby Championships hosted by Canterbury. Want to say great match by these teams. Trinidad showed a lot of gusto. They looked like they were the dark horse team for this tournament, coming in as the 4th ranked team. They came out fast and strong with a big win over Cayman Islands. Slowed down a little bit in a close loss to Mexico, and were able to come out again big, 34-11 over Barbados. But you can't take anything away from Barbados. They still fought tough. This is another great team, number 2 team ranked in this tournament. They played tough. Breaks just didn't go their way, but you know what? It does not matter because all these teams have left it all on the field. Great game by these young men. They'll have a chance to really enjoy themselves and get the rest that they properly deserve. Great week of rugby for them. Don't you guys forget, coming up shortly, we are going to have USA South Blue taking on Mexico for the Cup Final. So you guys stay tuned. Check it out. My name is Gifttime and Bailu. You've been listening to Trinidad versus Barbados on the Gifttime Rugby Network. You guys have a great day. Cheers.